What's up, bullish friends? Hope you guys are doing well out there today. This is a story I wanted to talk about last week. Actually, I was going to talk about this Friday, and then all the stuff with the banking collapse hit, and I ended up talking about that instead. But let's talk about this today, because this could be a serious issue for crypto going forward. Now, over the last month and a half, 2 months, I've talked about the coming war on crypto staking, notably Binance being shut down in the EU for crypto staking, and also from Coinbase, from their CEO talking about the war coming for crypto staking and all the stuff going on behind the scenes from that. So I talked about those two stories over the last couple months, and now going forward, it looks like President Biden wants to put a proposal out there that is going to tax crypto mining electricity usage at 30%. 30%. Now, this story didn't get as much traction as it probably should have, given the fact that the banking stuff hit right after the story came out. But this is potentially a big deal. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read through this article. It's real quick. It doesn't take very long, but I want to read through it, and I'm going to give you my thoughts going forward about what we need to do in the crypto community to start fighting back against some of this kind of stuff. Otherwise, this stuff can go away. And I'm sure as a crypto fan and as someone who makes money in crypto, I'm sure just like me, you probably care about it as well. So let's talk about this, and we'll get through this here. So A tax would be phased at 10% per year over 3 years and covers electricity generated from both on and off-grid sources. Okay, I think that's important to note as well. United States crypto miners could eventually be subject to a 30% tax on electricity cost under a budget proposal by President Joe Biden aimed to reduce mining activity. A Department of Treasury supplementary budget explainer paper released March 9th said any firm using resources, whether they owned or rented, would be subject to an excise tax equal to 30% of the cost of electricity used in digital asset mining. Okay, it proposed the tax would be implemented after December 31st, phased in over 3 years at a rate of 10% a year, reaching the max 30% rate by the third year. Crypto miners would have reporting requirements of the amount of type of electricity used as well as the value of that electricity. Crypto miners who acquire their electricity needs off-grid would still be subject to the tax and would be required to estimate the electricity cost generated by any electricity generating plant. That to me is crazy, that part of it. I don't even all that is to me, well, we'll get more into that in a minute, but it just seems like just a straight power grab, like nothing to do with the actual crypto being generated or the actual electricity if it's being generated off the grid. But anyway, I continue here. In its reasoning for the tax, the Treasury claimed that the energy consumption of crypto mining operations has negative environmental effects, increases prices for those sharing a grid with the operations, and creates uncertainty and risk to local utilities and communities. An excise tax on electricity usage by digital asset miners could reduce mining activity along with its associated environmental impacts and other harms. In a March 9th statement, the White House also confirmed reports that it's looking to end a tax strategy for crypto transactions that it estimates would raise $24 billion. Current rules allow crypto investors to sell digital assets at a loss for tax purposes, what's known as a tax loss harvesting, and then immediately buy back those cryptocurrencies. The new rule would bring crypto trading tax rules in line with stocks where such a practice is not permitted under wash sale rules. Okay. Well, that's a different thing. We won't get into that part on here. Let's strictly talk about this electricity usage tax. So ultimately, this is going to hit everyone with a 30% tax on the electricity you're already using. Okay, so if you're already paying your energy bill, so you're going to get that, and you're going to get a tax on top of that, is what it sounds like. And this will definitely hurt a lot of people who are in the mining, because mining right now in general, a lot of people have been mining at a complete loss right now. Once Ethereum switched over to ETH2, that really damaged the benefits people were getting out of mining. And Bitcoin, you can still go mine Bitcoin. Now, I don't know if people are mining Bitcoin at a loss. I think you're still mining that at a good rate, but I could be wrong. I haven't looked at that rate, but I know I do like GPU mining I was doing on Ethereum. Now I'm mining Flux with it. But when I was getting Ethereum, I was making pretty decent profits on it every single month. And then, of course, when they switched over, that all went away. And it's been hard to actually make a profit mining recently. So you're just doing speculation mining now, where you're hoping the price of the token goes up in the future. Well, if they hit you with all these taxes too, a lot of people aren't even going to want to stick into mining at all. And just from the sound of it, even though they don't straight out say it here, this looks like another push aimed at the climate change. Now, this isn't a political statement at all, and whether or not you believe in climate change or whatever out there, they're using climate change here to push to get taxes and tax cryptocurrency. So again, not making a political statement. You can figure out whether that's right or wrong. But ultimately, it looks bad for crypto. And any crypto that doesn't come out and explicitly aim to be carbon neutral, I think, is going to be an issue going forward. It's just going to be a huge issue in this community that we have to deal with. So if a project comes out and they're not aiming to be carbon neutral, whether we agree with it or not, that is what is going to happen, I believe. It's going to be a huge push for utility cryptos that aim to be carbon neutral. And without that, I think the certain cryptocurrencies are going to take a hit and possibly even go away. Now, going forward, what I think we need to be vigilant as to what is going on, us in the crypto community, because this affects crypto, it affects DeFi, crypto, pretty much everything that is involved in any type of digital asset that we want to hold and have. We need to be vigilant about what is going on, and I believe we need to be electing politicians that are pro-crypto, okay? If you got to be pro-crypto, in my opinion. And I would say this, again, not a political statement, but look for people who only have crypto's best interest in mind. And when they're talking about all these taxes and all this stuff that they're going to do, this, banning staking or killing staking, anything that's based on that, they will say it's for the good of the world, good of the people, but it's ultimately taking away income streams from people who are just trying to make a living out there and who are trying to get ahead. So I'm very pro crypto, and I'm very pro owning assets that you want to own. So when I see anyone coming for this industry, it gets me pretty ticked off. And I know I'm not yelling and screaming, and that's just not my set of mannerisms. But it just gets me angry seeing what is going on in the crypto community and seeing these kind of stories come out, because a tax like this is going to be terrible for the community in general. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to get the story out there. I didn't get a chance to talk about it last week, so I wanted to share it. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think this is bad for crypto, or do you think it doesn't matter and these are ultimately things that have to happen? Or do you think, since it's being rolled out over 3 years, that we're not going to feel the effects of it that bad? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.